Okay, we're doing surface area, and this first problem is pretty challenging. But just a reminder, if you go to the help videos, you can click on which one you want to watch. So let's say I clicked help, click help videos, and it doesn't let me see them, but there would be 3 choices. And you can skip through the help videos to kind of see which kind of problem you need to look at. But whatever, it's not working right now. So here we go. So we need to find the surface area. To do that, we just need to find the area of each of the sides. So we've got one rectangle here at the front, another rectangle back here. So this front one is 10 by 7. For the area of a rectangle, you just multiply the length times the width. And the next rectangle is going to be 8 by 7. And the last rectangle is a little trickier. It's going to be 6 by, what's this side? Oh, it's 7, because this 7 is equal to this side. So now I'll be able to figure out the areas for the rectangles. For the triangle, it's a little trickier, except that we know that this is a right triangle. So when we know that it's a right triangle, we know that the base would be 6 and the height would be 8. And to find the area of a triangle, it's just base times height divided by 2. So let's go ahead and do all these little calculations to find our areas. So I'm going to get my screencastify. So my triangles, which are both the same size, I'm going to go base times the height divided by 2. And you might be like, how do I know which one's the height? Well, it's going to be, you're going to look at both sides of the one the sides that are linked to the 90-degree angle marked by that little square. Okay, so where did that go? Okay, so you can use calculator, or you can just do the mental math. 6 times 8 is 48 divided by 2. 48 divided by 2, or half of 48, is 24. So now I know the area of the triangle on the top, and the triangle on the bottom is going to be 24. So I'm going to list 2 24s here just to remind myself when I go to add them all up, add all the areas up of each side. Okay, now let's find the area of this front rectangle. We're going to go 10 times 7. 10 times 7 is 70. I'll list that area here. The back rectangle is going to be 7 by 8. This bottom length would be 8 too, and this other side length would be 7. So 7 times 8 is 56. And then this last little rectangle over here. And you might be like, oh, what's that side? Oh, it's 7, because this side matches this side. Okay, so we're going to go 6 times 7, and that gives us 42. And then we're going to add all of these areas together to find the total surface area. So you can do this in a calculator if you want to. I'm just going to do it right now. 4 plus 4 is 8, plus 6 is 14, plus 2 would be 16. Carry the 1. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 2 is 5, plus 7 is 12, plus 5 is 17, plus 4 is 21. And let's see if I did all my math right. What did I get? 216. So it's 216. This is written square. That SQ stands for square. Remember, with the exponent, it would be a little 2 to the right. So 216 square meters. All right. Do the next one. Find the surface area of the triangular prism. So again, we are just going to find the area of this front triangle, which would match the area of the back triangle that you can't quite see. And we're going to find the area of each rectangle. Okay, so to find the area of the triangle, we go base times height divided by 2. So our base of this triangle is 9. The height is 6. 9 times 6 divided by 2. 9 times 6 is 54. Half of 54 is 27. And remember, there are going to be 2 of these triangles with that same area, so I'm going to list 2 of them. Let's find the area of one of the bottom rectangle. So the bottom rectangle would be 9 by 5. So we're going to go 9 times 5, which is 45. And then let's look at our next rectangle. We'll have 7 by 5. And then this one on the other side that you can't see, like imagine like it's a roof, is going to be the same. So I'm going to have 2 rectangles that are 7 by 5. So I'd go 7 times 5, and I'd get 35. And I'll remember I have 2 of them, so I'm going to list 2. And then I'm going to add all of these numbers together, all of the areas I found for each of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So each rectangle, and then the front and back sides with the triangles, and then add them together, and then I'll have a surface area. 7 plus 7 is 14, plus 5 is 19, plus 5 is 24, plus 5 is 29. 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 6, plus 4 is 10, plus 3 is 13, plus 3 is 16. So I get 169 square centimeters. Find the surface area of the rectangular prism. All right, so this rectangle is going to be the same as this back one that we can't quite see. And then this rectangle is going to be 2 by 6. And the other side that you can't quite see is also going to be 2 by 6. So I'll have 2 of those. And then the top and the bottom pieces are going to be 3 by 6. So let's go ahead and calculate those. We're going to have 2 sides each. So let's do the front one first. The 2 is labeled back here, and we know that that is the same as this length. So I'm going to go 3 by 2 to get my front and back sides areas. And if I do 3 times 2, I get 6. And I remember there's 2 of them. And then I'm going to do this next one, these side ones, and that's 2 by 6. And 2 by 6 is 12. And again, I have 2 of them. And then this top and the bottom sides. So the top is going to be 3 by 6, just like the bottom. 3 times 6 is 18. That's my area of the bottom and the top ones, and there's going to be 2 of them. And now that I have all of the areas of each side, I'll add them all together. 6 plus 6 is 12, plus 2 is 14, plus 2 is 16, plus 8 is 24, plus 8 is 32. Here's my 3. 3 plus 1 is 4, plus 1 is 5, 6, 7. So it should be 72 square centimeters. What's the surface area of the cube? Okay, well, I would have, looks like all of the squares are the exact same size. It's going to be 4 by 4, and it's going to be 6 sides like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and find the side of one of them, the area of one of them, by doing 4 times 4. If I do that, I get 16. And all sides areas are going to be 16. So you can do 16 plus 16 plus 16 plus 16 plus 16 plus 16 6 times, because you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides in the little cube. Or I know that multiplication is repeated addition. So 16 plus 16 plus 16 plus 16 plus 16 plus 16, 6 times is 16 times 6. So you can do that in a calculator, or just do it in your brain. 6 times 6 is 36. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 3 is 9. So I would have 96 square meters. So that SQ is important. If you just did the meters, it would be wrong. It's going to have to include the square. What's the surface area of the cube? Again, I'm just going to go 3 times 3. I get 9. Multiply that by 6. 9 times 6 is 54. 54 square meters. Find the surface area of the rectangular prism. I'll find the front and the back. I'll find this side and that side. And I'll find the top and the bottom areas, and I will add them all together. Okay. So this area, the front area, is going to be 7 by 3. 7 times 3 is 21. And I have 2 of them that are that area. The sides are going to be 10 by 3. 10 times 3 is 30. And again, I'm going to have 2 of them. And then the bottom and the top. So I'm going to have 10 by 7 for the bottom and the top. 10 times 7 is 70. And again, I have 2 of them. So then I have all of my areas for each side, and I'll just add them up. 2, 4, 7, 10, 16. So I have 162 centimeters squared, or 162 squared centimeters. Oops, I did something wrong somewhere. Let's figure out where I went wrong. Oh, my 70. I thought it was a 3. Penmanship fail. 2 plus 2, 4, 10, 24. Again, you can use a calculator instead of trying to do this in your head. 242. Right, and we're on to Unit 9 review. Good luck.